First up, we are getting some big news at this moment on the COVID-19 update. Data science technology company has sacked employees citing losses. The company has also asked other employees to take a salary cut of 20 to 30%. The company also claims that top management has not drawn salary from February. Employees have been sacked through email. Now, this particular company called the Data Science Technology Company has started laying off employees, citing that they are facing losses amidst the lockdown. And it has also asked some of its other employees to take a salary cut of 20 to 30% beginning March so that the company can come out of its losses. The company also claims that the top management has not drawn salary from February. The employees have been sacked through an email sent to them amidst this lockdown. Already, the government officials have been instructing the IT/BT companies to refrain from laying off its employees or forcing them to come to the office and try to support them in this time of crisis when they have been asked to stay at home or work from home. All the IT/BT companies have also been asked to cooperate with the government orders and comply with the lockdown as well to beat the novel coronavirus spread. However, over here we already see some cases of private companies taking to their employees, laying off some of them and also cutting off the salaries of some of the employees during this trying period. Now connected live from the newsroom to bring us more on this, Deepak, do tell us about what the government has said so far about the IT/BT companies sacking their employees. What has the government so far in some sort of issued guidelines to the IT/BT companies in this regard, stating that some companies are also laying off their employees, citing the losses during this lockdown?
Right, Amrita, like you said, firstly we have to keep in mind that the center and the state government has advised all the private companies not to sack their employees and also not to cut their salaries. But this particular data science company in Timaya Road of Vasant Nagar has now intimidated an email to most of their employees, and they have mentioned three particular points in the email, and I would like to tell our viewers what those points are. The first point is we will be cutting back across multiple functions and in some cities shutting our operations in certain cities. Now, impacted employees will be intimidated separately. The actions are across levels and across cities and all to be effective by April 1st, 2020. Now, this first point goes on to tell us that the company is planning to shut down some operations in many cities, and this will impact most of the employees who are working in this Bangalore-based data science company, Amrita. And so many employees who are working in a few sectors of this particular company in other cities, since the operations will be shut there, will also be impacted. And the second point tells us that all other employees will be asked to make a salary reduction ranging from 20% to 50% depending on their level, and function will be communicating details to the impacted staff separately. So this goes on to tell that the company is not ready to disclose as to who are the employees who are going to be sacked, but will be intimidated personally. And these employees who will be intimidated personally will have to cut down their salary by either 20 to 50%. Now, this is completely against the center and the state government's order of asking the companies to not cut the salaries or sack their employees. And now, if I have to tell you what the third point is, the senior team, and that includes both of us, Monish and Rahul, as a CEO and CTO respectively, will be foregoing salaries completely. That means the company has incurred losses to such an extent, Amrita, that even the CEOs have claimed that they haven't drawn their salaries. So we have to look at this look at this as to whether these employees will be sacked, and how many of them will be sacked, and how many of them will have to forego their salaries, and how many will have to see a reduction in their salaries, Amrita. And now this is completely against the state and the central government's order of deducting and sacking employees. And we should also check and see whether this is just the beginnings, the layoffs the salary cuts, the sacking, and will it continue in the backdrop of COVID-19, and will many more companies come out and sack their employees or reduce their salaries is something that we need to keep in mind, Amrita.